there was myself as the air bomber thing. I also acted as second pilot. The navigator, who was a chap called Ginger Green with ginger hair. This chap Azuz, our pilot. The wireless operator was a fellow called McQuiggan. Oh, the rear gunner, a chap called Bode. So we the crew, that was our crew at the time. So we did D-Day on Arnhem. Now everybody went off. We were having trouble. The engine, he couldn't go off. Something was wrong. We weren't very happy to go there. Miles away from the main flat. We'd be going there on our own, but we had to go, so we went.
Hello, Skipper. Hello, Navigator. Half a minute to go. Okay, thanks very much. Keep weaving, Cam.
The navigator said, we're not far now. You can see you see puffs of smoke. That's what the guns were from below. And then you had this tat-tat-tat, the machine gun, these planes, and we were weaving all over the place, trying to evade these planes that were shooting at us.
Where is the rear gunner? Can you see him? Down! 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 He's shot down!
By the time we were having the people that got away with it were already coming back. You know, we went in there, the last one to go in, so to speak, and so the enemy had concentrated all on us. Nobody else, everybody else had gone, or been shot down. And I remember the front so badly out, the skipper ordered to bail out. I never jumped in the parachute before. All I know is I'm coming down. So I was gathering my parachute as I wanted to, and then this man came up, this priest, and he took us back to this village, and they put me in a basement somewhere. I remember giving them a note to give to the underground, telling them we were here. We got a message back to stay there. The Germans were all over the place. We were given a lorry to get out. A lot of cattle, with big holes where the shells had hit them, or the gunners or something. We had to abandon the lorry. So you can't go any further, the Germans up there, I had to leave the lorry. And then that's when we hid in a haystack. So we were up there a couple of days. What happened was that all of a sudden we saw a British tank. In front of our troops, there was just this one reconnaissance unit that came to find out what's going on. They found us. And then they took it and we got back to England.
Home sweet home.
We were told that our pilot was machine gunners. People who saw him coming down told me that's how he was killed. And the worst part of the lot really is to find out all this Arnhem thing that we've been dropping the supplies to the Germans. It was supposed to shorten the war by months. I got in touch with my pilot who had got killed as he was coming down by parachute, so we all really lucky. There was two of us that didn't make it, but he was supposed to. So I went and visited his mother and father. They said, there's a wedding, family wedding, we'd like you to come along. As you're the last one to see our son alive, which I did. And I remember I was smoking in those days. I offered everybody a cigarette, then I ignored this little girl. And she said, what about me? You know, well, my stamps, I remember the words. She said, I'm very sorry, I gave her a cigarette. 3 months later we were married for 37 years. That's my first wife, Polly. And it was just one of those meetings that we had there. And after that, my life was changed altogether.
Well, how's about telling a story? Well, that's really about somebody. What they saw and what they did, how they died and how they lived. But by the time I found a name, I moved on to another game. Alright, sound, toes and spines. 'Cause goddamn, you know I can't think of any storylines. But you know I'd love to try and sing about a person, place or thing.